Hi, my name is Tori Harris, and today I am here to explain to you why I feel like I am a perfect fit for this job. I was born in the state of Texas and grew up in Waco for my whole life thus far. When I was in the womb, I was already turning flips, and my mom knew I would be a gymnast. The reason I mentioned my gymnastics career is because it was a big part of my life from the time I was 5 years old to the time I was 16 years old. We trained 24 hours a week, and we never had vacation breaks except for maybe 2 weeks out of the year. To me, that shows that I am nothing but a hard worker. I learned at a young age that nothing in life comes easy, so I took that and I ran with it. I always strive to work hard, and I always set goals for myself that were big. I remember a time when I was in level 5. In level 5, you had to get the kip on the bar. I remember it being a race to get the kip. At 7 years old, it was a very difficult skill to get, and everybody wanted to get it first. I remember going in every single day, not being able to do it, working hard to figure out how I could make this kip. And finally, one day I came in, and I did it. Doing gymnastics also taught me how to work well with others and communicate to get along. I feel like this works well in a job environment because there will always be people that you have to get along with and work well with, even if it becomes challenging. When I got a little older, I started working at the recreational classes at my gym. This helped me get experience working with young children and teaching them how to set goals for themselves. I went to practice, and after practice, I would go work with the recreational classes. Whenever I wasn't doing gymnastics, I was working hard in school and helping out at my church. My sister works at a nursing home, so we have a ministry that we do with our church where we go sing to the patients who live in the memory care section of the building. It is always great to see their smiling faces and see how much it truly does make a difference in their lives. In school, I always strive to reach all A's. Although I wasn't perfect, I always maintained good grades and a good GPA. I graduated in the top half of my graduating class and got accepted into Baylor. I love to be challenged in any situation, and I love to work under pressure. I also really like helping and talking with people and sympathizing with them. My current major is psychology, as I hope to be a child psychologist someday. I really enjoy helping and talking with kids. My goal and purpose in life is to reach kids that people may have given up on. Although my parents never gave up on me, I did struggle a lot with a lot of things in my early childhood. I struggled with severe ADHD as a young child. My mom first noticed it when I was in daycare. It was hard for me to focus and stay still for long periods of time. Hesitant, my mom took me to the doctor, and even though she didn't want to put her 5-year-old on medication, that's what the doctor said would be best for me. By the time I was 12, I was ready to start trying to cope with life without the medication, and I was successful. Had I not had the therapists, doctors, and family around me supporting me, I wouldn't have made it. I always had people in my corner to help and support me, but not every child does. I plan on being that person for them. I also plan on one day starting my own clinic to have sessions with children to help them get through the same things that I had to as a young child. My experience with children will help me be a great fit for this job. As I mentioned before, I worked a lot in my church, one of those jobs being working with children's church on Sunday mornings. Doing this helps me meet a variety of children and get to know them personally. Although I was young at the time, I became a person that they trusted and they confided in me. This not only helped me learn how to deal with and handle children, but it allowed me to gain personal relationships with them. I also mentioned that I worked with the recreational classes at my gym. This was one of my favorite jobs because I really understood these kids and the possible struggles that they may deal with in this sport. I was known as one of the big kids, so they really looked up to me. This was a great experience for me because not only did I have to have a good rapport with them, but I also had to teach them step by step. I learned to understand that every child learns differently and how to adjust to their learning style. It was always worth it in the end to me to see those kids smile and how much they really love gymnastics. It was always fun to sit down with the kids and see the goals that they set for themselves, and then to see their hard work pay off when they finally reach them. There is nothing I love more in life than to see children find their purpose and identity, because there is so much more to life than any trophy you could ever earn. It is important to teach children at a young age how to find that drive within themselves to be champions within, in every aspect of life. And doing that brings me so much hope for our world's future, and I hope you see that same drive in me. So, to summarize everything that I've already mentioned, working with children is my passion. If I could just reach a small percentage of young people, my hope would be that they would want to reach out to people in their own lives. It's all about giving back to help make this world a better place. We all have a purpose, and I plan on using mine for this business. All of my past experience and determination make me a great candidate for this job. Not only do I plan on being a great employee, but I plan on shining a light into our community. Thank you so much for the time that you have dedicated to listen to me. I hope that you enjoyed learning a little bit about myself and what I will bring to the table.